let's calculate the end of the month. For this, we're going to be using the function Eomonth, which stands for end of month. And the way that this works, now don't forget, with any formula in Google Sheets or Excel, you want to start it with an equal sign. That tells the system that you're about to write a formula. Then you'll have, in this case, a function, Eomonth, that's the name of the function. And then you'll have a set of parentheses. That's where you put parameters for this function. Now the parameters for this function, there are two of them. The first one is what's the start date? Now that could be today's date. It could be the first date of the month. It could be any date really. And then after a comma, you want to put the number of months. Okay, let's see it in action. So I'm going to start with example 1, which is the simplest form. I'm going to type Eomonth. I like these are little helpful tips, last day of the month, before or after a date. So let's take today's date and the start date today. If I put this in quotes, by the way, if you got to put the date in quotes if you're just going to type it directly into the formula. Today's date is July 6th, 2022. And let's just go with what is the end of the current month. What's the last day of the current month? And so there it is. 7/31/2022, last day of next month. I would just change this 0201 and it's going to get me the last date of August. If I go negative here, -1 is going to back me up to what was the last date of the previous month as referencing this date. So that's what's really helpful about end of month. End of month is good for like payroll purposes, especially. In example 2, we could separate out the start date. So again, today's date is July 6th, 2022. So I could put Eomonth and I could just reference this cell and say 0. So this is probably going to be how you're going to use it if you're using this for payroll purposes or something for the end of the month. You can reference the cell so you don't have to worry about the quotes like we had here. And then you could even put let's say 7/6/2022, number of months 0. You could just have the formula running entirely off of cell references. And then, if this ever changes, so let's say it's next month, the month after that, Notice how, especially the power of this is that not every month has 31 days in it. Some have 30, some have 28, and then during leap years, February has 29. So that's one of the big benefits of end of month. But the other piece is you could have a date that changes here, and you want to be always looking at the current month's last day. And so let's say next month, it's August 2nd. I want this to update and give me what's the end of the current month. So that's it. That's end of month. I hope this is helpful.